Well, I'm Helen Dew, and I'm the Secretary and Treasurer for an educational trust that was formed in New Zealand in 2002. Our title is Living Economies Educational Trust. And so our primary purpose is to promote the research and implementation of local currency systems.
You have some alternative currency there. Do you want to talk about that right now?
Yes. Oh, yes. These beautiful vouchers were designed locally by one of the local art tutors, and they're, as you can see, they're very well done. They're on paper that won't deteriorate over time. It's not actually paper; it's plastic, and and so they'll be used and reused throughout the district. So they're only useful to the group who belong to the club, so to speak. So this one's worth 50 cents, half a dollar, and we've got a $1, $2, $5, 10 and 20. And so we can use those as part of our green dollar system as an alternative to using the website. I really should go back to how this all works.
Sure.
Because for anybody who hasn't been part of this, it could all be a little bit sort of odd and strange and mystifying. So you form a club in your local area, so a trading, an exchanging club, and then each of us starts off with a bank statement that is, at the moment, when we begin, it's zero. That's our balance. And say you and I were the first two in a new group to ever start trading, you're going to bake me a cake, and it's going to be $10. And so I will pay you 10 green dollars, as we commonly call them, for that cake, and your credit goes up 10 and mine goes down 10. Now that's interesting in itself, because many people have a resistance to actually going into debt, so to speak, because we bring our old mentality from the old system into this new thing. But actually, nothing was ever going to happen if one of us couldn't go below zero. So that system is absolutely essential to having the whole exchange thing working. And so it just keeps on evolving. Now you've got $10 credit, and you can use that credit to spend with any of the other members, just as it would work with money, really. And so you might ask somebody to do you a haircut. Well, you're doing well to get one for $10, but so maybe it's going to cost you $20. So you pay them $20. So now you're $10 down, and they're $20 up. And so it just goes around a trading circle like that, with people's balances going up and down, passing through zero. And the idea is not to accumulate lots of credit. The idea is to fluctuate between, up and below zero as often as you can. So that's roughly the way it works. Now that's all done online, and if you don't have access to online systems, if you don't have a computer, then somebody else will you'll record this in paper form, and somebody else will put the transaction through for you. And another option is that for convenience sake, so I don't have to keep going back to the computer, for convenience sake, I can withdraw hard notes. And so these beautiful notes, I can withdraw, let's say I withdraw $100 worth of notes from my green dollar account. So now my account is debited for the $100, and I've got this convenient means, just really like drawing money out of the bank, really. It's no different in that way, except that this is not legal tender. I can't pay my taxes with it. So, and people are not obliged to receive this either. So if I want to settle a legal debt and people won't accept this, then I have to resort to ordinary money. So in fact, we don't even call this money, because we're not legally allowed to. These are vouchers. And in that sense, they're similar to flybys and rewards and all those other kinds of what really is a complementary currency. So that's basically how it works, and it's been wonderfully beneficial for us as a family. See, I earn my credit through produce, because we have a very flourishing garden here, and I make jam and have surplus plants, and I'm a seed saver, so all those kind of things, and I have various other skills. So that's the way I earn my credit, and we've bought heaps of things. Like we did quite a major renovation using a variety of skilled people to help with, fitting new doors and making drapes and building a deck and painting fences and taking down an old chimney and all sorts of things. And of course, even today, our hairdresser visits us in the home, because my husband is an invalid, and so hairdresser comes to our home and does our hair. It's marvellous service. So, but I think, it would be hard to say which I value most out of this. Yes, the material benefits are very much appreciated and helpful, but the social benefits are great. And because, the relationship that you develop with somebody that you actually know and have respect for and all those things is.
So Helen, if people wanted to start learning more about community currencies and what they can do, where would you send them? What would you do?
Well, for a start, I think they could look at the Living Economies website, which is www.le.org.nz. And that's the website for the trust that I am part of. It's an educational trust that was set up in 2002 after the visit of Margaret Kennedy, who was the lady who inspired me actually to get involved with this work.